Hey everyone, Tony D with a quick hot take. My battery's dying on Wanda Vision. I went to do a screenwriter's rant on Wanda Vision, and the video I picked said trailer, but it turned out it was a sort of like a teaser trailer with the other shows from Disney Plus that are MCU related, and it's Winter Soldier and Falcon, Loki, and WandaVision. And all of those shows remind me of Marvel's comics in the 80s. And for those of you who didn't read them, what happened was the Marvel's Avengers weren't the Avengers anymore. All the big names, characters weren't on the book. It was Wanda, the Scarlet Witch, her husband, the Vision. Um, then it was characters like Wonder Man, who was a villain and then became a good guy, and Marvel decided he was popular, and he never really was very interesting. The Black Knight, I mean, all these obscure second stringers were on the Avengers team. Who else? Uh, Hercules, who in the Marvel universe is kind of a second string character. He's basically a replacement for Thor, and so the '80s was I bought a lot of the Avengers comics at the time, but it was a time when the Avengers were just boring, and people were just like, why can't we have Captain America and all the regular Avengers, and they're off doing their own thing. And so now that's what we have at Disney. We have '80s Avengers. We have the Falcon as Captain America and the Winter Soldier. This was when they brought back Bucky, or they had USA Agent, and who was like a jerk Captain America. Then they had Nomad, and all these characters that nobody wanted, really. I mean, they kind of would be okay for a little while. I guess they had some fan base, but they're really just a shadow of a shadow of a shadow. They didn't develop organically on their own really. They kind of just sprung out of the Marvel universe, comic book universe at that time, and now they're just logos and copyrights to be exploited. I think by the Disney Corporation, which I don't fault them. I'm not faulting them for trying to make money and make TV shows, but I think their understanding of comics is, I think it's very limited. If I was working at Disney right now, I'd be looking at them at like, what the hell are we doing here? Like WandaVision? No one's going to watch this damn show. Who is it for? Little girls didn't read the Scarlet Witch. That wasn't the fan base at all. It was Avengers fans, and Wanda just happened to be in the Avengers, and we kind of tolerated her because she kind of had a cool power, which was her weird luck power, and they would do cool things in the comic with it. The Vision was never popular, in my view. He only worked in the context of like, oh yeah, there's Captain America, and there's Thor, oh, and there's Vision. So, if I was a Disney exec, I'd be like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Now, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that's a slightly different story, because that picks up where the movie left off very directly. And, the Bucky character in the MCU is pretty cool. And you could basically do Black Captain America and Bucky. And that could be a cool show. It could be a cool show where they do cool stuff. I don't think Wanda and the Vision is going anywhere. Wanda wasn't presented, in my view, super strong in the MCU movies. I mean, she was there. She was cool. I liked her. But I don't know if she was strong enough to have her own character. You know what I mean? Like, that. She just kind of was there, and that was fine. But, and certainly the Vision wasn't. So I don't know. And now Loki has his own show. Now I like Tom Hiddleston. He's very good. He's very good as Loki. But Loki's kind of nothing without the rest of the rest of Valhalla. And since all that's gone, it's just going to be weird him doing this Loki thing nonstop. And I don't know what the explanation is of how he lived from the movies, but he is in the Marvel universe. He's a bad guy, essentially. Once in a while he feels love for his brother Thor and doesn't quite go terminally evil, but for the most part, he is a bad guy. And I don't know why, other than the fact that Tom Hiddleston's playing him, and I guess it's really just a show based on the charisma of Tom Hiddleston at this point. So it's a weird, clunky lineup to me. There's so many characters in the Marvel U. Why not, take some more mainstream ones? I guess, if you were going to do, there still seems to me enough mutants running around. You could have done a mutant-related one, or I don't know. It just seems weird. I also suspect that, it's going to be very woke because a lot of the stuff coming out of Disney seems woke. So I've reached a point now where now I expect it to be woke, and then I have to check it to make sure it's not woke before I'll even consider seeing it. Because I don't want to lecture. I don't go to the movies to be lectured about, whatever Teen Vogue has decided to lecture me about. I go to the movies for escapism, and that's what I got in the MCU up until now. And now I feel like, this Phase 4 is sounding kind of woke. Captain Marvel's kind of pushing my buttons. What the hell is this? So, my advice, Disney, is just make entertaining stuff. Just make it entertaining. Just, read the damn comic books or talk to somebody who's written and read the damn comics, because we know what the stuff is. We understand the whole deal. They're superheroes. They're supposed to fight crime and villains, and they're supposed to punch people or shoot rays out of their hands or do something else that's fantastic. It's not supposed to be a long diatribe about, whatever political agenda you're pushing, your wokeness. So just don't make it political, Disney, and then maybe it could work. Look at The Mandalorian. Seems to be working out good. I haven't seen The Mandalorian. People rave about it. And then you look at the rest of Star Wars, and it's just a total S show now. So, and that turns me off. I think I would probably enjoy The Mandalorian, but I refuse to watch it because I don't want to be fooled again. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. That's what that thing is. So I'm not gonna be shamed. I'm not coming back to Star Wars. I don't care what you do. Unless I'm writing Star Wars, I'm not watching it.